Welcome to your daily dose of Bible knowledge. Today's quiz is packed with fun questions to test your knowledge and strengthen your faith. Think you can get them all right? Let's find out together. And hey, don't forget to drop your score in the comments and tell us which question you liked the most. Question 1. What kind of clothing did John the Baptist wear? A. Fine linen robe. B. Sheepskin outfit. C. Priestly garments. D. Camel hair clothes. Correct answer, D. Camel hair clothes. Verse. John's clothes were made of camel's hair, and he had a leather belt around his waist. His food was locusts and wild honey. Matthew 3 verse 4. John the Baptist wore simple camel hair clothes, reflecting his humble lifestyle and prophetic mission, much like the old prophets, such as Elijah. Question 2. Who prayed and offered sacrifices early in the morning for his children? A. Abraham. B. Eli. C. Job. D. Jacob. Correct answer, C. Job. Verse. When a period of feasting had run its course, Job would make arrangements for them to be purified. Early in the morning he would sacrifice a burnt offering for each of them, thinking, perhaps my children have sinned and cursed God in their hearts. This was Job's regular custom. Job 1 verse 5. Job was a righteous man who deeply cared about his children's spiritual lives. Every morning, he offered sacrifices on their behalf, just in case they had sinned. Question 3. Which woman was brought back to life by Peter? A. Lydia. B. Priscilla. C. Tabitha. D. Martha. Correct answer, C. Tabitha. Verse. Peter sent them all out of the room, then he got down on his knees and prayed. Turning toward the dead woman, he said, Tabitha, get up. She opened her eyes, and seeing Peter she sat up. Acts 9 verse 40. Tabitha, also known as Dorcas, was loved for her kindness and generosity. When she died, Peter prayed, and through God's power, she came back to life, causing quite a stir in Joppa. Question 4. Which king of Israel married Jezebel? Jeroboam. B. Ahab. C. Jehu. D. Solomon. Correct answer, B. Ahab. Verse. As if it were not enough to follow the sins of Jeroboam son of Nebat, he also married Jezebel daughter of Ethbaal king of the Sidonians, and began to serve Baal and worship him. 1 Kings 16 verse 31. King Ahab married Jezebel, a pagan princess, which led to the spread of idol worship in Israel. Jezebel became one of the most notorious villains in the Old Testament. Question 5. What does the name Peter mean? Son of peace. B. Messenger of God. C. Rock. D. Faithful servant. Correct answer, C. Rock. Verse. Jesus replied, Blessed are you, Simon son of Jonah, for this was not revealed to you by flesh and blood, but by my Father in heaven. And I tell you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades will not overcome it. Matthew 16 verses 17 to 18. The name Peter comes from the Greek Petros, meaning rock. Jesus gave Simon this name to show that he'd be a solid foundation for the early church. Question 6. Who was Eliezer in the Bible? A. Moses' son. B. Abraham's servant. C. Prophet in Israel. D. King of Judah. Correct answer, B. Abraham's servant. Verse. But Abram said, Sovereign Lord, what can you give me since I remain childless and the one who will inherit my estate is Eliezer of Damascus? Genesis 15 verse 2. Eliezer was Abraham's faithful servant, likely the one who later went to find a wife for Isaac. He's remembered for his loyalty, faith, and obedience. Question 7. To which city did God send Jonah to deliver his message? A. Jerusalem. B. Nineveh. C. Samaria. D. Babylon. Correct answer, B. Nineveh. Verse. The word of the Lord came to Jonah son of Amittai, Go to the great city of Nineveh and preach against it, because its wickedness has come up before me. Jonah 1 verses 1-2. God sent Jonah to preach repentance to the people of Nineveh. Their evil had reached God, but he still offered them a chance to change. Question 8. Which prophet told Naaman to wash himself 7 times in the Jordan River? A. Elijah. B. Elisha. C. Isaiah. D. Jeremiah. Correct answer, B. Elisha. Verse. Elisha sent a messenger to say to him, Go, wash yourself 7 times in the Jordan, and your flesh will be restored and you will be cleansed. 2 Kings 5 verse 10. Naaman, a Syrian army commander, was told by Elisha to dip 7 times in the Jordan River to be healed of leprosy. Though skeptical at first, he obeyed and was miraculously cured. Question 9. Into which animals did Jesus cast the demons from the possessed man in Gadara? A. Dogs. B. Goats. C. Pigs. D. Camels. Correct answer, C. Pigs. Verse. The demons begged Jesus, Send us among the pigs, allow us to go into them. He gave them permission, and the impure spirits came out and went into the pigs. The herd, about 2,000 in number, rushed down the steep bank into the lake and were drowned. Mark 5 verses 12-13. Jesus cast out the demons, who entered a herd of pigs. The animals then rushed into the sea and drowned, a dramatic display of Jesus' power over evil. Question 10. On which day did God rest after creating the world? A. The 5th day. B. 6th day. C. 7th day. D. 1st day. Correct answer, C. 7th day. Verse. By the 7th day God had finished the work he had been doing, so on the 7th day he rested from all his work. Genesis 2 verse 2. God created the world in 6 days and rested on the 7th. That day became a model for the Sabbath, a time of rest and holiness. If any of the answers surprised you, that's a great sign, it means we're growing together in faith. Like, comment, and subscribe so YouTube knows this content matters and helps us reach more people. Also, check out the recommended videos in the description.